Elara ruled the small kingdom of Sweetspire, famous for its lush orchards, but not for its royal bakery. She was wildly passionate about baking and had spent weeks trying to create the perfect true love cake for the grand ball. Early that morning, Elara stood in the royal kitchen of Sweetspire Palace.
Today, I'm definitely going to become a perfect cake.
She was wildly passionate about baking and had spent weeks trying to create the perfect true love cake for the grand ball. Early that morning, Elara stood in the royal kitchen of Sweetspire Palace, covered head to toe in flour and frustration. Thick smoke curled from the oven as she yanked out yet another tray of pitch-black cookies, charred lumps that looked far more like charcoal than delicate hearts. Every attempt had ended in disaster. Cakes exploded without warning, pies came out rock hard, and her cookies were so brittle they could shatter a knight's sword. Her father, the king, appeared at the doorway and sighed deeply.
Elara, one more kitchen explosion and I'm marrying you to the first prince who can chew your cookies without losing a tooth.
I wish for a prince who truly loves me and actually knows how to bake.
That night, exhausted by endless failures and dull suitors, Elara slipped out of the palace and sneaked into the forbidden Darkwood forest. Deep among the ancient trees, she found a mysterious enchantress standing beneath a glowing silver oak. With a trembling voice, Elara made her wish.
Why have you come here? I wish for a prince who will truly love me and who knows how to bake.
Baker prince? That is a rare request. Love is important, but warm pastries are important too.
What is this? Every petal holds a promise. When the right prince finds you, this rose will bloom with firelight gold.
And he will truly love me?
Only if he stays when the magic fades.
Then perhaps he is worth waiting for.
Especially if he can bake cinnamon bread. Follow its light, child. It will lead you to him. But beware, one petal falls with every betrayal. You have only 7 days.
The rose glowed warmly and floated ahead. Elara followed it deep into the woods until she reached a hidden enchanted castle. The moment she stepped inside, the place felt alive. Spoons stirred themselves, ovens hummed happily, and the air smelled of warm vanilla and fresh bread. A tall, ridiculously handsome man stepped out from the shadows. Flour dusted his cheek, and his smile was warm and playful. He was Prince Thorn.
Welcome, my lady.
You? You're the cursed prince? And you bake?
Guilty. Years ago, I broke the enchantress's daughter's heart with empty promises. She trapped me here. I cannot leave until someone loves the real me, not my title or looks. This golden rose has 7 days left before it dies completely.
Elara immediately dragged him to the magnificent kitchen. Then teach me before I burn this castle down too. Their first baking session was pure chaos. Alara's attempt at heart cookies turned into smoking bricks. Thorn leaned against the counter, trying not to laugh. He stood behind her, gently guiding her hands as they mixed fresh dough together. Their fingers brushed. Elara blushed. Thorn flicked a bit of flour onto her nose with a teasing smile. What started as a lesson quickly turned into a full flour fight. They threw handfuls at each other, slipped on the floor, and ended up collapsing side by side, covered in white powder, laughing until their stomachs hurt.
I'm actually really good at baking.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
In that moment, the lonely castle began to feel like home for both of them. Late that midnight, Elara returned to the kitchen, unable to sleep. Thorn was quietly baking a perfect strawberry cake under moonlight while enchanted violins played softly. He taught her how to fold the batter with care instead of force.
Like this?
Gently, Elara. Fold with care, not force.
Oh, I see.
Perfect. Just like that.
Her onto the counter, and for a moment they leaned in, almost kissing, until the oven timer rang loudly and broke the spell. They both burst into laughter. day, a boring visiting lord arrived, sent by Alara's father. Alara nervously tried baking alone to impress him. The result was a salty disaster. When the lord took one bite and made a sour face, Alara noticed Thorn's guilty grin. He had secretly added extra salt. I didn't want you baking for him, he admitted with a cheeky smile.
I want you baking only for me.
I want you baking only for me. On the 6th day, the enchantress appeared in a swirl of dark smoke. Only one petal remained on the golden rose. She revealed the painful truth.
Why have you cursed the prince? Prince Thorn once promised to marry my daughter, but he abandoned her for another princess without a word. That betrayal became the reason for this curse.
The flower fights, the dancing, the almost kisses. It was just an act until the rose died?
I was that foolish prince once. But every cake we made together, every laugh in this kitchen, it was real. You've changed me, Alara. Please believe me.
The last petal began to fall. On the final night, Alara decided to bake the true love cake completely alone. The kitchen turned into total chaos. Eggs flying, smoke rising, batter everywhere. Thorn watched from the doorway, without helping. When the cake finally came out surprisingly perfect, Alara turned to him with tears in her eyes. She walked over, still wearing her messy apron, and kissed him deeply.
I don't love the magic or the curse. I love the man who stayed through all my disasters and taught me to bake.
The golden rose burst into brilliant golden light. The curse shattered. The castle transformed into a bright, flower-filled palace as spring bloomed everywhere. One year later, Alara and Thorn stood proudly outside their new bakery in Sweetspire Palace. The cheerful sign read, "Rose and Flower." Thorn presented her with a beautiful anniversary cake. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, my beautiful disaster. Still the best decision I ever made, even if your first cookies could sink ships.
And you're still the only prince brave enough to handle my burnt cakes. And my heart.
They kissed sweetly as enchanted spoons danced happily in the window behind them. And so, the burnt cake prince and his fiery princess lived happily ever after, full of flower fights, perfectly baked cakes, sweet kisses, and endless laughter.